Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Well, today is going to be a fun little recipe. This weekend I was making hors d'oeuvres for 4th of July, and I decided I'm going to make mini corn dogs. Tired of just making same old, decided I wanted to pull the fryer out, so that's what I did. They were absolutely delicious, so I wanted to share them with you guys because I like to make fun things like that. I think there's a little fair carnival and fair going girl in me. Love to do things like that. Well, I have a little bit of, I'm going to get started here. I have a little bit of regular flour, all purpose. I'm using mini Sjire beef Smokies. That's what I'm using. There's a whole bunch of these out on the market. There's cheese ones, but I like all beef little Smokies. So what I've done is I've patted them real dry as I could. I'm going to go ahead because it's very important to get these in to the flour. And we're going to mix them around. We want to take that wet off of them. But like I said, I dried them, kept them patted for about 20 minutes. But you still want the flour on them. What we're going to do is keep rolling them like that. You don't need a lot, but what you're going to do is ensure that there's not as much moisture so that the batter will stick. So we're going to do these because the longer these sit like that, the better it is. And then we'll give one more toss when it's time. But these were a hit this weekend. They were delicious. Everybody liked them. Kids especially liked them. It's like, this is my size. And so they're super delicious. Really inexpensive too. I had bought these a while back when these were on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and put these to the side and we're going to make the batter together. So I'm just going to put these right over here. Okay. Second, now what we're going to do is get our little bowl. So I have some things measured out already. I have a 1/3 cup of just regular sugar. I'm going to dump it right in. And then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon, I'm trying to be diligent here and pick it nice and easy, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I just wanted to let you see I have these. I'm not going to mix them. I'm just going to toss them in with the sugar. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a cup of cornmeal. I'm going to see if I could pour this in nice and not make a mess today. So it's 1 cup of cornmeal and 1 cup of all-purpose flour, whatever you prefer. Okay. And this is how I just do it. Put it just like that. That's perfect. So we're going to put the 1 cup of flour. Cornmeal. Okay, and now we're going to put 1 cup of flour in. This one I'm going to have to use my little helper here because I know I can't get my big measuring cup in there. Now I'll just put a little bit more. There we go. And this goes into the bowl as well. So we've got our cornmeal, we got our flour, we got salt, we got pepper, and we got sugar. Makes for a fantastic mix. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and make sure you guys can see. I'm going to mix everything together. Sugar, salt, pepper, cornmeal, and flour. Super easy recipe. Super fun. Like I said, it was a hit. Didn't take me too long to do them this weekend. I hope everybody had a wonderful, safe, happy 4th of July. I'm so grateful for our beautiful America. We had a great time, real relaxing. Okay, mostly everything is nice and incorporated, and then I'm going to stir it again, but I like to incorporate everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 cup of milk in to my mixture, and I'm going to break 1 egg into my mixture. I take I call it my dirty towel when I do eggs and chicken and stuff like that. I'm just going to mix this all up, incorporate everything. And then what we're going to do, I have the fryer on at 350, mixing it nice and smooth. I wanted to mix it in a bigger bowl, but bigger bowls don't allow you guys to be able to see in and how it's mixing up. Because sometimes for me, recipes are, how do they mix? What do they mix in? So I always try to be really clear, because that's my problem with recipes. That's one thing I love about YouTube, is I get to see somebody make the recipe. Sometimes I'm more of a visual. I can read it all day long. But boy, when I get to see somebody, it's so nice. Mix something up, see the texture of how it's supposed to look, see what it's supposed to look like. Makes it much easier. And I hate to say it, on easy things, there's sometimes, or batters and doughs, are where I have more trouble than anything. So it looks super good to me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the refrigerator for a minute. I'm going to get everything cleaned up. This does not have to be refrigerator. You could go just how it is and start doing it, but I want to be able to move the fryer so you guys can see. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. Everything is cleaned up. I got batter here, and I just stirred it, so it's good. Now what I'm going to do is put some toothpicks in my little Smokies, my mini corn dogs. These have so much flavor. They're so delicious. I love cute things like this. Like I said, fair, carnival, that's me. I love kind of cute little foods. I like bite-sized foods too. Sometimes, especially when it's warm outside, I don't want to sit down and eat a big meal. I'd like to have a couple little bite-sized things. It makes it fun. Okay, so I got most of them in. I'm going to go ahead, wipe my hands. I cheated. I fried 2 for you, first of all. They're kind of cute. Right here, I fried 2. So now we're going to fry together. Wanted to test to make sure my oil was hot enough. Everything's hot. Like I said, I'm frying on 350. So I'm going to take the little mini dog, dip it right in the batter, come right over just like that, let it swirl for a second. Then I'm going to put it in the hot oil. I'm just going to swish it around before I drop it. I want it to kind of coat so it won't stick to the bottom. Again, we're going to go in, just as easy, just like that. And swish it for a second. And I have a couple tails on mine, but you don't have to. Just drape it one way or the other. Let's get another one. These are fast, inexpensive, easy. What a cute treat. Not the same doggone hors d'oeuvre as usual. So I came up with something different this time. I'm always looking for different. I hate eating the same thing over and over unless it's pizza or Mexican food. That's me. I could eat pizza every day of the week. I don't. Like I always say, this getting old is for the birds. You can't do that anymore. Those are back in the day times. So I'm going to put another one in, and that's all I'm going to put in. But you guys see how easy this is? This recipe makes a lot. And then just take it and just circle it like that. I love the way the dough gets. It's nice and thick. Okay. What I'm going to do is put this to the side, because I don't want to be on camera showing the same old, same old. Oh man, I'm always making a mess on my fryer. But I've had this thing for so many years. It has been such a faithful fryer. I don't use it that often. But I do love to use my fryer every once in a while. Okay, so we're just gonna let these cook. This is how they look. I'm gonna move this over just a little bit so we could peek in here. And I'm just gonna make sure everything's good. Everything's frying up. Just gonna put my little spoon in. Just jostle them around. And it'll take about 3-4 minutes to cook. So when they're brown, that's when you want to come back. But you saw the gist of it. So we're going to let these cook and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Look at this goodness. Oh my gosh, those were so easy. It doesn't take very long at all. I'm going to try one hot. Okay, first of all, I got mostly dough. Still good. Hot, but not too hot. But look at this great little corn dog. Me and my family, we loved it. We all loved it. So if you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. And everybody, thank you and have a blessed week.